My God, you're blowing my mind today.
Yeah, and your eye and everything.
Come on. What you got?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Jack Harlow. He's a Grammy-nominated rapper and founder of the music collective Private Garden. Check out his debut studio album, That's What They All Say, which is certified gold and available now. Jack Harlow, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. This is a dream come true, like I was telling you. I've been manifesting this for a little bit. My best friend's in the green room, and y'all have allowed him to eat in lockstep with me, so he has a set of wings too. But he put me on the show like 4 years ago. He's like, yeah, one day we gotta do this. And now to be here doing it, thank you.
All right, well, you ready to get started with this one?
Can't wait. That's what y'all do, huh? Y'all start somebody off real light, trick them into thinking it's gonna be a smooth ride.
And then the shoe drops.
Yeah. This is genius, because this is light right here. This is something real light.
So your genesis as an artist really reminds me of the old school rap blueprint, more so than the out of nowhere success stories that you hear about on the internet these days. You know, touring your mixtapes, selling and pressing your own CDs in school, and then building up a local fan base. And on your song, Rendezvous, you rap about being 8 deep at the show. It might only be 8 fans. Thinking back on those early days of touring, what would a nightmare show look like? Like, what is a show that you remember as being a real character builder?
So glad you asked, and character builder is a perfect way to put it. It felt like at one point on my gazebo tour, night after night, I was getting character builders. But one that stuck out was the first night of the tour, which really set the tone for my expectations. It was Birmingham, Alabama. There was as many people in the crowd as we had come to the venue with. And like a lot of the nights, like I liked everybody I brought to mob behind me, stand behind the DJ booth, so we were literally just looking at the same amount of people. So I had some humbling shows, but they prepared me for this because I had to show out. So I think it made me a better performer, but I had tons of shows like that.
Is it true that you made a song with your 6th grade teacher, Mr. Swain?
What are you, Narwhal? Here we go. Oh my God. You just blew my mind, fam. Mr. Swain. I can't wait till he sees this. Yeah, it was my science teacher. He was really into rap. And he was into the fact that I rapped, and I was his student aide, so I had a whole period where I would come and help him grade papers, but really we would just chop it up. He was cool as hell. Wow. You just brought a smile to my face, brother. You just warmed my soul up. That's delicious. That's just plain good.
So alongside rappers like Action Bronson and Lil Wayne, I'd characterize you as an artist who has some of the best, most obscure sports references. And you have to be the only rapper ever to name check NFL analyst Adam Schefter. When you reference a name like that, is that a tip of the cap to that person, or is it just a name that fits a particular rhyme scheme?
It's both. Adam Schefter is like big salute. You know, I like to reference things I grew up on and, you know, just like somebody I love for real. And I love Adam Schefter. Like I think he's a dope analyst, and it did fit the rhyme scheme, but I was like, damn, this is gonna be fly, because it's gonna be a little esoteric, you know? If you know, you know. He reached out to me too. He messaged me, he said his kids showed him, they're fans of me, and they were hyped about it. I feel like this heat is creeping up on my veins. Hold on.
And then what, in your opinion, is the most clever Jack Harlow sports reference?
I really like the Route 66 one though. I really like know my name ring a bell like Raja, from the city like Rondo Rajan, but I'm from the white side like Hassan. I feel like that got slept on. I mean, people know about it, but like, I freestyled that too. I was in the booth, I was in Miami, and I did that line off the cuff, and I remember one of the greatest thrills when you're recording is looking through the glass and watching the people you're with react to the things you're doing live. And that's when it becomes a true like performing aspect. That's when the swag comes out, everything. And just when I said that line, and everybody there was like, just hard. And then I got to see Hassan react to it in a post-game interview. It was dope. Nothing I can't handle, but it's hot. How you doing in there, Herb? This is the hottest one so far.
Pretty sneaky, too, for a 3 spot this season.
It's real. It's delicious, too. I think I'll take another bite.
So I read a fascinating deep dive analysis on Billboard hits over the last 20 years, which concluded that songs and song titles have gotten significantly shorter in the internet age. But I've met artists who obsess about industry data watching and then others who don't care at all. Where do you fall on that? Like, are you somebody who dives into analytics? And if so, what information interests you?
In terms of what people are reacting to, I don't want to get too mathematic with the music because I'm always trying to push for a feeling. And if you intellectualize it too much, like, you can go in there and suffocate it without a feeling. So that's why, that stuff interests me, but I wouldn't say I'm somebody that's like keeping up. You know what I mean?
You're an artist who seems picky about production. What are some of the non-negotiables or specific things that you look for or listen for when you're picking out a beat?
You're a damn good interviewer.
I'll take it.
I think what you grow up listening to affect the choices you make. I have certain grooves and tempos I'm attracted to that I think people can see patterns in. But I love groovy stuff. That's one thing I could say. I love things that just got more of a spin to it as opposed to like an up and down bounce. I like more of a groove, you know what I mean? Just smooth stuff. That's what I really like.
What's the secret to a good hip-hop ad-lib, and do you have a personal favorite of your own?
The best ones come totally instinctually. So you're listening back to the verse and you're listening to what you said and you're reacting to it. That's all it is. So I think that's the real secret. And just finding those pockets where it makes sense. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm not someone that loves putting ad-libs over top of my vocals. And so that's why I don't do a ton of ad-libs, but I try to pick them where they're selective, just stuff that makes sense. But I have go-tos. My fans always say, oof, I do a lot of that. And like I like to do like percussive stuff, like stuff that just kind of like sounds like a hi-hat or airy stuff. Just like little stuff that just decorates it a little bit, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, putting the sauce on it. Speaking of, are you ready to move on here to the next one, the Los Calientes Barbacoa?
Hell yeah, let's do it. Delicious. My lips are hot. Might be the best tasting one.
Damn, Jack.
Of the 4.
We'll take that.
You are funny.
So you are, as you put it, a Kentucky boy to the death. Get it through your head till it's motherfucking embedded. So as to my knowledge, the only person that we've ever had representing Louisville, we're hoping to get a Jack Harlow city guide to Derby City directly from Jack Harlow. The Louisville Slugger Museum, overrated or underrated?
Underrated. That's how I feel. So if you went to public school in Louisville, you took field trips there and you'd walk out with a little mini bat. So, got a number of love for the Slugger Museum.
Which is the superior regional soda, Ale 8 or Ski?
Ale 8, easily. I forgot what Ski was when you first said it. It's coming back to me now, but Ale 8 1 is, he's gonna love that. My boy in there, listen, he's an Ale 8 1 stan. Yeah, I grew up with Ale 8 1 in the house, so my dad had bottles in the fridge.
Which is the superior annual event, Forecastle or the Great Steamboat Race?
Depends on your interests, I suppose. If you're a steamboat enthusiast, it goes without saying. But Forecastle for me, I mean, like I grew up going to it and wanted to perform at it, and then I eventually got to. So, hometown festival is special.
Who's your all-time favorite University of Louisville basketball player and why?
Terrence Williams, alpha dog confidence, just a fly player. Like athletic, he had a good body. His physique was fire, like just a prototypical small forward build. I just thought he was dope.
All right, Jack, are you ready to move on here? Halfway mark. Yeah. Ginger Goat here in the 5 spot, and you're doing great.
Ginger Goat, eh? Let's see what this is heading for. Must be ginger in there for real, huh? Mm-hmm. I bet Urban's liking that.
Okay, Jack, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So we'll put the picture up here on the monitor. You just tell us the bigger story. Do you have a favorite piece of memorabilia or framed plaque on the wall when you visited Hitsville, USA?
I think I saw the Tracks of My Tears plaque in there. I just liked how the plaques looked a little different from how they look now. They were a lot more stripped down and minimal. Yeah, it was just dope to see how plaques were. They're so dressed up now, you know, they have pictures and frames and the other achievements included and Spotify stats on them and stuff, and it was just like, boom, plaque, fact, over with. So it was cool to see those.
All right, up next, here you are with Cole Bennett.
Happy birthday, Cole. It's today.
Is it really?
It is.
Shout out to Cole, shout out Lyrical Lemonade. What's special about him as a music video director? Like, why is he so sought after by so many young artists in hip hop?
For one, he's a tastemaker, so his cosign means a lot, and he's broken a lot of artists, but aside from that, you know, there's some real talent there. He blew me away when we shot this video. Not to say that I didn't think he was talented before we did it, but admittedly, I think I was more intrigued by the platform. And then I actually worked with him, and he put the What's Poppin' video together, and it was the first video I've ever gotten that I got the first draft, and I was like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, I don't have no note. I'm a note person. I'm very particular. Like, you were calling me picky. I am. So he sent me the What's Poppin' video, and the first draft, I was like, this is gonna change my life. I could feel it, and it was crazy. So he just has a vision, man. He's talented, quality individual. Happy birthday. Something light. Y'all better turn these up, man. I'm feeling good. You are a good man.
You say that now, you know.
I'm just trying to convince myself of it. Because this is hot. Nothing that I can't bear, though. Yeah, I'll take another bite.
So you once tweeted, y'all really don't know. I'm a cinephile. My final form is as a Rotten Tomatoes writer. How do you think being an artist yourself might affect your perspective as a movie reviewer? Like, do you think that as someone who's had their own art dissected by music critics, do you think that you'd be more deferential to filmmakers, or do you think you'd be a savage in the reviews?
Huh. Hell of a question. I'd like to think that I would take my perspective with me. Sometimes when people talk negative around... Sometimes when people talk negative about celebrities around me, or they speak on controversies and they have an opinion, it irks me because I know how that feels. So I think on a similar note, I would take that with me. With that, I would be like, I would think about what it's like to create. Because sometimes I do look at critics and I'm like, what a dickhead you are. Like,
tell the critics shut up like my show is on.
Yeah, I'm like, it takes no bravery, you know, to critique. Not to say it's not an art, but... oh, God.
Yeah.
It creeps up on you.
Which Jack Harlow single do you think would make for the best short film adaptation?
This should have been a first wing question. What the hell is this about?
That's how we stack the deck. That's how we stack the deck, Jack.
It's becoming more and more genius. I'm seeing the system. Adaptation of a song. None of them. Four left, eh?
4 left. Are you ready to move on to that next one?
Yeah, fuck the short film talk. Let's keep going.
Let's just gas pedal. Yeah. Wait till the next one.
It looks bad. I don't like the complexion of that one.
So a lot of debates about the best MCs center on bars, but a voice is also a major factor in which rappers separate themselves from the pack. And I've heard you attribute your own breakthrough in the game to finding your voice. Can you talk through that evolution?
Miss Dairy, bro. That milk is not like that.
Yeah, the almond doesn't quite hit.
It doesn't. Yeah. I think, one, I started before I hit puberty. I started literally recording into a mic, so I used to get made fun of because you could tell my nuts hadn't dropped. My voice was so high. And so the shift, I got really blessed going into puberty. It got deeper. I remember Andre 3000 talking about how he was with somebody in Organized Noise and he was in the basement. He was like, bruh, stop doing that rap voice. Just talk. Just say the lyrics. Just talk them. He said he went in the booth and it changed everything for him. He said, they clicked. That's kind of what's happening for me, and I'm learning to fine tune it because I don't always want it to be conversational. You got to inject energy in the right moments, but I found when I started talking, the way I'm talking to you on the mic, it worked wonders. Too much of an inflection's hard to buy into.
And you know, it's not uncommon if you dig into the crates. For a lot of MCs, their early work, you'll oftentimes hear a higher pitched tone. Is there a reason for that?
So I think the deeper voice can represent comfort, your comfortability on the record. I remember around 2018, people started to say, you sound so comfortable, you sound like you don't give a fuck on the song. Earlier on, you're trying to prove something. You're in that nasal zone, you're up here like chip on your shoulder talk. Once you get in that comfort zone, you just talking.
This next one is The Bomb Beyond Insanity.
Hey man, don't be talking like that. It looks like a problem. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Let's dive in, Herb.
Let's dive in. Immediate.
That boy's disrespectful. That is disrespectful right there.
Mm-hmm.
Does it hit you different? Do you get to a point after doing this that it's not as hot as it was the first time?
So, I think, you know, I'll know what to expect. I've eaten this wing for the internet's amusement literally 200 times over the last 6 years. So it's not something that I'm not used to or I don't expect, but you never get used to The Bomb Beyond Insanity. Every episode is a labor for me. For the record, can you describe your relationship with ranch? I saw that you had a whole ranch flavored
Wish I had
birthday
some right
cake.
now, brother. I love ranch. Could use it right now. Don't know why you didn't have it.
Well, you know, when Joey Diaz was on the show, he brought blue cheese, and he draws a very hard line in the sand about how much he cares about blue cheese. Meanwhile, when Vince Staples was on the show, he brought his own bottle of ranch. Do you think that there's a need to pick one side or the other, blue cheese or ranch, or can you go both ways?
Hey, bro. This is not even fun, bro.
Yeah.
This is not even...
Careful around your eyes. Did you catch it?
I don't know. Yes.
You want to take a break?
Nah. Come on.
Hell yeah.
I said I was gonna do this. I'm not gonna look at you, but I'm gonna do it. Come on.
I got you.
Blue ranch. That's what you got. Oh my God, I tried to open it. Bro.
What's special about the Applebee's on Bardstown Road in the Highlands?
You can't even tug on my heartstrings right now, brother. That would have 3 weeks ago. That would have meant a lot to me. Are the other two hotter?
So here, if you can handle that, you can handle any wing. Do you want to gas pedal it to the next one?
Nah, let's talk about Applebee's. Come on.
Okay, let's talk about
We used
Applebee's.
to go in there. We used to go in there and get these decadent shakes. And that's not my adjective. That's what it said on the menu. We used to get these shakes after school, after football games. We used to be in the booth tormenting the staff. Ah, what a time. Oh, I can't open my eyes, bro. It should have been a conversation about not touching the eyes. I know it seems like common knowledge, but damn, I should have known. It's only painful, it's not dangerous, right?
All right, so this next
I got one for you. My lazy eye too, I can't fucking see.
Well, this next one,
Since birth, go ahead.
if you can't, with the eye patch, you used to have the eye patch over there.
You're on your shit. You are a man. My God, you're blowing my mind today.
Yeah, and your eye and everything.
Come on, what you got?
So this next one is the Scorpion Disco in the 9 spot.
What a fucking name. Oh my. I gotta stop looking at things.
Yeah.
You want me to eat this for a...
Only if you do.
Oh my God.
So I know that video games have been a part of your life since the very beginning, back when you used to record your earliest tracks on the USB microphone that they give you with Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
And you're featured on that Call of Duty trailer where you crash a helicopter with AC/DC's Thunderstruck driving the background music. How do you distill the experience of doing your own stunts on that shoot?
Well, they put me on a cable with Drewski, and that was a unique experience to be able to say I did cable work. Lifted me up, dropped me down, green screen. It was overall a wonderful experience.
Is there an on-stage stunt that you're most proud of, like a balcony dive or crowd surfing episode that you remember like it was yesterday?
One time, I stage dove. I did a show when I was a senior in high school, and I sold it out like a 300 cap. And I dove off the stage, but the stage was 3 feet tall. I hurt this girl's head. Landed on her, felt bad. She wasn't badly hurt, but it was like a bad attempt. Haven't done nothing since. No reckless.
All right, Jack Harlow.
What do you want? Come on.
This is the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I want to.
Ooh. Whoa!
I won't eat all of it.
Please don't.
Was there a dab or a lot?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
All right, brother. No one's gonna tell me I didn't go through this.
You went through it like a soldier. And thankfully, Jack Harlow, we've reached the epilogue of our spicy feast together. We've talked about your career, the cinephile side of Jack Harlow, and your love of ranch.
Hey.
But I know that no matter where this industry takes you, forever your home will be Kentucky. So with that in mind, I want to play a quick name association game where I'll shout out some of the sauces that we've had on the gauntlet today, and you just tell me the first famous Kentuckian that comes to mind. Scorpion Disco.
Jennifer Lawrence.
The Last Dab Apollo, the one that you just ate.
Johnny Depp. Just sounds classic.
Da Bomb Beyond Insanity.
Static Major, rest in peace.
And then the classic.
George Clooney.
Well, there you have it. A gauntlet for the ages with Jack Harlow. Somehow, some way, he made it through all the way to the end. And now, Jack, there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you, my friend. This camera, that camera, that camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
You see it. You see it. Cyclops. Listen, man. That's what they all say. My debut album out now. No regrets. I'm happy I did this. It's no bitch. I thought it was gonna be less than what it was. It's everything and more.
Great job, great job.
I got my best friend in the green room. And when we were still in high school, I think he showed me this. He's like, man, one day you're gonna do this. I'm talking four years ago, maybe 5. I don't know. Right around when this started. He's like, one day we're gonna do this. And I said, okay, when we do it, you gotta eat them with me. So I think they're taking him some wings in the green room to eat in lockstep with me. So this is, I really wanna say, like, this is a dream come true, for real. We manifested this moment, so I'm really excited to be here.
I'm happy that I can share it with you.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? This is Sean Evans checking in with a very exciting hot sauce update. Los Calientes Barbacoa, it's finally here, baby. This sauce right here evokes all the flavors of barbecue, but then with a smoky mix of serrano and habanero chilies, perfect for slow roasting meats, perfect for slathering on burritos, grilling vegetables. Get your hands on Los Calientes Barbacoa at heatness.com, heatness.com, heatness.com to order. All summer long, we're having the remix of the remix. Hot Ones Barbacoa, the unofficial official sauce of grillin' and chillin'.